I wake up every morning like, oh my God, it's a blessing to be alive, and thank you, God, for this life. Everything's not always perfect. Yes, this is Benji, and then this is Cooper Joseph. You said do it. You said go for it, so I'm going for it. Because yeah, look, everything's not always perfect. Look, I got a whole lot of stuff I need to clean up. See this? And me, look. I'm just as thrown together as they come. But guess what? That's okay, because just like we have to clean up our head space, we have to also clean up our living space, right? So I'm gonna have to get this together, but I tell you what, once it's done, it's done. And then a lot of times what I find is that whenever, let me go up to this mirror, I also find that whenever I clean up my space, whenever my space is disorganized, unorganized, such as this, and then I actually clean my space up, I feel so much better. So even like down to my hair, like I haven't done anything to my hair. I haven't even combed my hair yet. And so that's how I woke up this morning. I didn't wake up in the best mood. I didn't wake up like, oh my goodness, I'm just so, happy and cheerful. I wake up blessed. I wake up every morning like, oh my God, it's a blessing to be alive, and thank you, God, for this life. Even though my life isn't perfect, I still wake up and thank God for my life, because it can always be a whole lot worse. So, vulnerable moment here. This is all of my mess, okay? So all of my mess, even in my bathroom, and I'm not embarrassed by it, because guess what? It's just as simple as cleaning it up. I have a pile of dirty clothes there. I need to wipe off my countertop. I have a sink full of headscarves that I need to wash. My closet isn't all that bad. It's just I want to clear some things out of here, but it's not terribly bad. So I guess that's that. So today is gonna be a clean up with me, get organized with me type of day, and then we're just gonna kind of go from there. And yeah, even I have to block the puppy out. My daughter, she found, or a stray found her, and she had the bright idea to bring him home and make him part of the family. There he is. This is Benji. His whole name is Benjamin Franklin. He's a stray. We've had him about almost 2 weeks. And then this is Cooper Joseph. Cooper Joseph, he's a rescue, and we've had him about 6 years now. So these are the two fur babies of the house, my grand dogs, I guess. So this is Benji's setup right here, because like I said, we're still trying to train him and get him used to our lifestyle. So even out here, I have a lot to clean up. I have to sweep, mop, sanitize all these areas. I need to find something to do with Cooper's bed, because Cooper has like 6 beds. He doesn't need 6 beds, but then also it's hard for me to turn any of them loose, or turn them loose. So anyway, I still have my Christmas tree up. Don't judge. So yeah, I have all this to clean up. So tons to do. So yeah. Let's get started. This stress relief spray from Bath & Body Works is top notch. This Nocturnal Rose Room Spray is absolutely divine. And this one I spray on my pillows and sheets at night. It's a lavender scent. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And it's only $5.99 from Marshall's. The carpet lines from the vacuum, so when I got done folding my clothes, I just went back over my carpet so that I can have those fresh lines. Witness me attempt to do makeup. Not really a full face of makeup, but just something just to kind of, not a full face, but just a little something to kind of make me look half decent anyway. Y'all, listen. I don't know much about makeup. All I know is you put some product on a brush and then you just kind of start. And that's what I do. I don't do a whole lot. I just do enough to, get the job done, if that makes sense. Because I don't know anything, or I don't know a whole lot about makeup, so. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of primer, and this is the primer. Can you see that? Hopefully we can. I'm just gonna rub it on my face. Not too much on my forehead. Not too much on my forehead. And I really do like this because it smells so good. And it really does keep your makeup, or not makeup, because I usually use I wear skin tint. I wear skin tint, so I'm gonna do my makeup, my face first, and then I'm gonna get dressed. So don't mind me. And for all the makeup artists, do not come for me in the comments, because like I said, I am not a makeup queen. Matter of fact, let me take this off. I think my hair might have been set. Okay, it could have set for a little longer, but that's okay. We'll rock with it. We're gonna just rock with it. Okay, there. Alright, so let me just lift this up a little bit. I'm gonna run some errands today, and I'm going to attempt to take you along with me, because this will be my first outing, like carrying up, recording what I'm doing, recording myself. So this will be a first. So it'll probably be a little nerve-wracking, maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna just do it. Because the only way I can get comfortable with showing up is if I am comfortable. And in order to get comfortable, you have to just do it. And the same thing with life, I'm using the Nessa Myricks Yummy Skin number 7. And honestly, I'm not even sure if this is my, oh yeah, it looks, I was gonna say, because I do tend to tan, and then I'll get my semi-natural color back, and then I'll end up tanning again. So sometimes I'm just never sure which color to reach for, and I'm out of I sometimes do like a number 9, and then like I said, it just kind of depends. So I usually just kind of dab this around, and again, I don't have a technique because I usually don't know anything. Like, I'm not one of the soft life girlies who know how to do a full face. Not to say that you have to be soft life in order to do a full face, but I'm just saying I don't know how to do a full face. And usually the girls who, or the women who know how to, I don't say girls because we're all girls. I'm gonna say the girls and women who I usually see do their makeup, they usually they know how to do that stuff. They have a whole situation. They have their little steps, and this brush is for this, and it's a number so and so, and they know the numbers by heart and all the things. But little Belinda, Belinda just do enough to try to look decent, and yeah, I just roll with it. So I just use this little thing here. It's by Real Techniques, and it's number 213. So that's what I use for that. And I know a lot of people usually do their eyebrows first, but here again, like literally I've watched makeup tutorials, but child, listen, I don't know how to do all of that. Like, and y'all be looking good too. Y'all be so pretty. And I just be inspired, and then I'll say I'm gonna try it, and Don't mind my hands. I know they're ashy. I probably should put lotion or something on my hands before I came on here. But that's okay. That is a-okay. So that's pretty much all I do as far as like kind of not necessarily evening my skin tone, but just kind of and I also take it to like my ear because yeah, I just want it to be all kind of like cohesive and all the things. So that's what I do for that part. And then I do that, and then I'll take my blush. I think, do I do? Listen, y'all making me nervous. Oh my goodness, you're making me nervous and you're not even here. That's fine. I usually do a couple different, let me grab this stuff real quick. So I usually do a few different, or a couple, like maybe 2 different mascaras. So I needed to grab that. So I just grabbed it. What color am I wearing today? I'm wearing all black today. I really want like I actually do have like kind of like a purple, like a plum blush, but I'm so scared to use it. It's by Juvia's Place. It's this one. It's by Juvia's Place, and it's and also I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I don't have to wear them. It's by, I mean, the color is Sweet Berries. It's Sweet Berries, and it's by Juvia's Place, and oh my gosh, it's so pretty, but I'm scared to use it. What y'all think? What you think? Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it because you said try it. How am I supposed to know if I don't try, right? So I'm gonna try it. Alright, so a little bit about me while I do this makeup stuff. And it's gonna be kind of like a random chit chat. But just so you all can, just so that you can learn more about me and all the things, because if we're going to be a community and support one another, I mean, you have to know who I am, right? And like, I'm not going to be able to give you my whole life history in this one setting or sitting, but at least I can kind of start to tell you a little bit about myself. Listen, it's been so long since I've done something with myself as far as like this, because I've been going just barefaced, no eyeshadow, no liner, no lip gloss. If it is, I mean, well, I do like a clear lip gloss or clear balm, but it's been so long I don't even remember the steps that I know I would do my face first, and then I would do, oh, you know what, I would do this. This is Milani. This is Milani. And don't mind my, don't mind my nails either. I'm gonna get my nails done today. And I'm gonna try to remember to take y'all with me as far as that goes too. Alright, so this is the Milani. It is in the color Cheek Kiss. And I'm not sure if this is even the color I'm supposed to use or anything. But, you know, hey, we're going to do what I usually do. And then y'all can kind of tell me, girl, that is not how you're supposed to do that. But here again, I was honest right out the gate. And I said, I'm not a makeup person. I just do what I do and keep it moving. I did say that, right? So not too much on me, okay? Not too much. But I am so open to suggestions, though. I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to, you know, your advice, as long as it's constructive. Like, don't come in here trying to attack me and be ugly. Don't be ugly. All right, so I usually do kind of that because I kind of have a little bit of cheekbones, and then there's like this natural kind of indentation where my face is kind of, it's not symmetrical like this side is. So I had a tooth removed up here. Wait there. I had a tooth removed, my last tooth, not the wisdom tooth, because I had all four of my wisdom teeth taken out when I was in high school. High school. Yeah, I think I was in high school. But I had my wisdom teeth, all four of my wisdom teeth taken out in high school. And then I had, as an adult, I had this top tooth, the last one, and the bottom last tooth. They were taken out or removed. And had I known then what I know now, I just would have kind of got a feeling or something. But they're removed. And when I got those last two teeth in the back of my mouth removed, it like kind of dropped this jaw down a little bit. So this jaw or cheek, this cheek is a little more fluffy than this cheek. But I still have like a natural kind of indentation here, but it's more prominent on this side. So I can really see it on this side when I'm putting this on. This side of my face, like I said, is a little bit more fluffy. And so I just do that. And then this brush, I ordered these brushes off of Amazon. They're I don't know how to, let's see, come on, there we go. They're is it Menage or Mange, whatever. And this one is the number 51670. I don't know if this is correct brush for what I'm doing, whatever this is called that I'm doing, but it works for me. Okay, so I usually go in and I'll do this, and I'll just kind of darken that up a little bit. Don't listen. I don't know the root of why. I just know that it kind of darkens up like this part of your face, and that's what I see the girls do. So that's what I'm gonna do too. So I do that, and then I go in with the blush, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit on the back of my hand because I want to tell you I am terrified to use this. And look at, that's just my purple dress, but I'm not wearing this. This is just something I kind of throw on when I'm lounging around the house. Okay. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Okay, we're gonna dab a little bit on the back of my hand. Alright, so I dabbed a little bit on the back of my hand. And here again, I'm asking, don't judge, okay? This is the judge-free zone. Now, do we welcome advice? Yes. Do we welcome constructive criticism? Yes, we do. But we do not want, I'm gonna fan this out a little bit with one of my old brushes. We do not want, see, I told you this was gonna be a ramble and a rant. We don't want any harsh stuff. We don't want nothing harsh going on over here. So I fan that out a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with this, the same brand, but it's gonna be this brush, but I'm gonna use the fluffier side because it's double side, though it has two ends, so I'm just gonna use this end right here. Wish me luck. All right, you said do it. You said go for it, so I'm going for it. I have to. Ooh, y'all, I'm scared of that. Ooh, we gonna do something with that. We gonna have to. We're gonna have to thin that out a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. I knew I was gonna be scared of this. So to fan it out, I'm just gonna use this little brush here. I don't know the company, I don't know the brand. I just got it because I thought it was really unique. So what I'm gonna do is, because I do know I'm gonna just kind of fan this out and kind of tone it down, because for me that's just way too much. So I'm just gonna and here again, I know my technique isn't, see, that's better, right? Mm-hmm. I think so. I think that's better. Oh, y'all finna make. I know y'all finna be. I know. Oh, somebody gonna tear me up. I already know it. Somebody gonna tear me up in the comments. Or even if they don't come in, they gonna be like, what in the? Listen, I'm not a makeup artist. Or I'm not a makeup artist. Okay, I'm not a makeup artist. But this is what I do. And if it's wrong, then just say, Belinda, don't do that like that. Just say, girl, that ain't gonna work. And I still feel like it needs to be. See, I think so. This is the part. How far is the blush? Like, where am I supposed to place the blush? Cause like here and here, but I'm scared of it. So I'm just gonna. These are cheap brushes, so I'm just gonna take it down some more. Cause okay, that's better. So what I usually do then is, let me wipe this off the back of my hand. So anyway, a little bit about me because I went all on a tangent about this makeup. So I am 49 years old. My birthday is in April. I'm a Taurus. I am the only girl of four. So there is four of us. Was four of us. My oldest brother passed away. That was my absolute best friend, but we'll get into it another time because, um, my oldest brother passed away in 2011, and it still feels surreal, if that makes sense. It still feels like he's supposed to be here. If that makes sense. Here again, I'm not gonna get into that because, yeah, no. All right, so then I'll just kind of do this. So now from here, y'all can just kind of watch me because, like I said, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't know what I was gonna say. I gotta hurry up and get ready to go. So I'm 49 years old. An only girl of four. I was born and raised in Alabama, South Alabama. I have one daughter, and she is my everything of everything. Okay, she is my mini me, and I just love her to pieces. I love her to pieces. So just gonna go in with this liner. Nothing too heavy, nothing too fancy. Sometimes my eyes will water and sometimes they don't. Today it seems like they may just a tad bit. And that's why I always keep Q-tips nearby. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and take two out because I use one just in case my eye starts to run. And then I use one to wipe my lips off because for some reason, even when I curl my lips in when I do my makeup or the skin tint, they still get makeup or skin tint on them. So I still feel like this needs to be away a little bit, but we'll put some more on there. I told y'all I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I should go to someone and let them show me how to do. But honestly, it's not even that deep. Honestly, it's not. It's really not that deep. Like, honestly, to the makeup girlies, it probably is. But for me, I feel like at my age, I feel like I at least need to know how to properly do makeup. But in my opinion, I mean, it gets the job done. You know, I just want enough to look like I care about being out in public, you know, or at least that I care how I look going out in public. And I really feel like this does the job. I mean, it's not the most traditional way. See? And then I can still come back and darken this part of my cheeks up just a little bit if I want to. You know? That'll work. All right. So then after I do my eyeliner, I go in with mascara. I used to love, I have so many mascaras that I used to really love, but I used to love the YSL, but it dried up way too quick. And I was like, to spend that kind of money on a mascara, I feel like it should last longer. And then I was kind of hooked on the Panorama, Panorama. I was stuck on this for quite a little while, and then I moved on from that, and then I still kind of like this one though, the Telescopic by Revlon. I think it's by Revlon. No, it's by L'Oreal. Um, Telescopic Lift. That one's pretty good as well. That one's pretty good. But here lately, I've gone to this one, and it does amazing. And then I'll use this one on top. And then sometimes I use this because the brush is so thin. The brush is so, I mean, it's so thin that so little. I'll show you in a second. All right, so after I do all that, I'll just go ahead and do my eyelashes. And I don't usually, I don't wear false lashes or falsies. I don't get my lashes done. I just feel like a good mascara will do just fine. So after I do that, see the difference already? And then I'll do this one to give it a nice, not necessarily thick, but a darker coat, because the brush on it is a little different. Hold on, that's my mama calling. Hello? Hey. So while my mom and I were just chit-chatting and her asking me about the weather here, I just went in with those 3 mascaras that I mentioned, and from there I carried on. Sorry about that. That was my mom. So like I said, for my eyelashes, I just do the Princess, the Essence Lash Princess. I do that, and then I go on top with this. Oh my gosh! Hold on, that's my mom again. Yes, ma'am. Hey, babe. So my daughter's birthday was coming up that week, and so my mom was trying to figure out what to get her, and she was just calling back to ask my opinion or advice on a few ideas. So she ended up calling right back so that I can kind of help her figure out what to do or what to get my daughter for her birthday. But 20-year-olds or 20-something-year-olds, my daughter was 20, turning 22. They're gonna want cash money, so that's what we ended up deciding on, was just for my mom to send her some cash for her birthday. So we got that taken care of, because originally she wanted to order something, or she wanted me to place an order online and for her pick it up and then just wrap it, but it all worked out. Take two. um so then I go in with the essence with the fake, and I just go in with this to darken up the lashes, and then I go in with the telescopic. Now these two I just use under the lashes, right? And then this one, the telescopic, I do this one on top of the lash, like on top of the lash. So that's my little combo that I use for my lashes. And then because like I said, I don't get my lashes done, or I don't wait, and I don't wear false lashes. So, and then I'm gonna go on my eyebrows now. The story behind my eyebrows is that my eyebrows have always been really sparse, really thin, really sparse. So a few years ago, or a couple years ago, I decided to get them micro shaded. Um, and they look good at first, but it's time for them to be redone. And then the reason I got them micro shaded is because I have a hard time with filling them in myself. I have a very hard time filling them in, so, or drawing them on. But I do what I can, and then I move on, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go in with this pencil and just kind of do my brows. Okay. Now usually just try to trace where the brow is shaded, but the shade has faded quite a bit. So this is how I do that. And then I just go in with a spoolie and just kind of fan the bottom part up so that the line won't look so harsh. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And the thing with me is, one side is always going to look, I can never get them perfect. One side is always going to look better than the other. And typically, it's this side that usually looks better sometimes. So that's what I do my brows. Very sparse. Naked. My daughter used to call my eyebrows naked because she has quite full eyebrows. But that's what I do. And then, like I said, just kind of go in on the bottom so the bottom line won't look so harsh, right? And they're not even. I don't know what happened. They used to be. But I think it has a lot to do with, maybe, I don't know what it has to do with. With age comes all kinds of stuff. But that's basically how I do my face. It's look pretty good. I still look a little tired. Got a little puffiness going on. And I do not do, what's this stuff? This, I don't do this. Concealer. Is it upside down? I don't do concealer. I don't, I tried it. Focus. There we go. I don't do the concealer. I tried it, and I can't get it. And I don't know what color that says on the bottom because I can't see it. But I don't know. Maybe I tried it. I cannot get it right. So I don't even use concealer. So I just don't do concealer. So that's what I do for that. Now, I do know that sometimes it can be a little harsh, kind of like here and kind of like here. So what I do is I just go in with this kind of fluffy brush, and I usually have a little bit of one size setting powder on it. This is the color Ultra Pink, and I usually just dust a little bit, but I'm not, because it looks like it might still be a little bit on there, so I'm just going to use what's on here. And what I'll do is I'll just kind of like kind of fan this out so that it can blend a little bit better. Yep, and that's what I do. That's what I do. And like I said, I know that this isn't um in the makeup world. I know that that's not really the way that things should be done when it comes to makeup, but that just works for me. That's what works for me, because um like I said, I don't usually wear, like, I don't know how to apply. I just don't know what to do. So I just do my best. I don't know what to do, so I just do my best. I do my best. I do my best. For my setting spray, I usually do either the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush, um, the airbrush flawless setting spray, or I'll do the Power Grip by the Elf Power Grip. And so this is a dewy setting spray. So this is the one I'm going to do today. And I just set it. Was that too much? No, it can never be too much. All right, that's that. Go ahead and give me your tips in the comments. Give me tips in the comments. All right, so then let's get dressed. Okay, here's my outfit. My little stack here. Oh, I think it's getting all tangled up, but here's my little stack, my bracelet stack. So yeah, and then I'm wearing this little Coach bag right here. I don't know the name of it, but I'm wearing that Coach stack. I mean this Coach bag, and yeah. So this is the fit. This is. Oh, and then my shoes. Like, can we have a moment for the shoes? These are Steve Madden. These are so cute. I love the pop of orange at the bottom. But yeah, this is my final look, and we're going to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and get ready to go to run a few errands. We're gonna go look for some things for my daughter's birthday, Father's Day, because Father's Day is Sunday. Next Sunday? What's today? Yeah, Father's Day is next Sunday, I think. And then my daughter's birthday is on the 17th. So we're going to go find a gift for her and a gift for my dad. And so I'll be back. So I'm going to try to take you with me, because I really want to get used to this whole vlogging thing, because this will actually be my first vlog. This will be my first vlog, so I really want to get used to being out in public and vlogging and talking to the camera and all these things. So right now I'm just using my phone, because I have a DJI Pocket 2, I think, but the screen is so small, so tiny on it. I don't even want to use it, like, because I can't see. I'm supposed to wear glasses, and I don't. So the vision isn't, but it's okay, because we're going to thank God for the vision that I do have, because I can see. It's just sometimes You know, it has to be here or way out here. So anyway, I digress. We're gonna run to a few stores. I'm gonna try to take you with me, or not even try. I'm gonna take you with me, and then we'll see what happens later on today. I don't have any plans, like true plans outside of that, but we'll see because um, girls gotta eat too, right? I do. I can't. I could do leftovers. I could eat leftovers, but we'll see. So yeah, I will check back in as soon as I'm done. So I went to Marshall's and they didn't have anything at all. But of course, I had to leave there with something. It is hot. It is so humid. I walked out of the store and the humidity just sucked the sucked the life, sucked the breath out of me. Like, man, it is hot and so humid. This is ridiculous. So anyway, I just left Marshall's and like I was saying inside, I don't even know if I'm gonna insert that little clip because the phone was all over the place. But I left from out of there and they didn't have really anything for real. So now I'm going to go to Ulta. I'm still gonna go to Home Goods, but I need to go to Ulta first because it's like right back there. So I'm gonna go to Ulta first, and then I'm gonna swing by Home Goods, and then Walmart. From Walmart, I'm gonna go to Smoothie King, get me a nice cold treat, and then I'm gonna stop by to get my car detailed. Um, no, I'm not. Wait. I need to get my nails done because look. So I need to get my nails done. And these are my nails. I just have an overlay over them. I don't like the way my nails curve like that, but it is what it is. But anyway, so I need to get my nails done because, honey, listen, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna get my nails. So this is the new plan. I just left Marshall's. So I just left Marshall's. I'm gonna go to Ulta. I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna go by Walmart, then Smoothie King, then get my car detail in that order. Unless I feel a little razzly dazzly and want to stop somewhere else. But that is the plan, and then we'll see if anything else comes up during the plan. Okay, so the plan for Ulta. Let me get my list. We're on a budget, and certain things can only be spent. Certain money can only be spent on certain things. So what I've learned about budgeting is, or what works for me as far as budgeting. Um, so I have 3 bank accounts. 2 of them I use for okay, let me just say this. I have several accounts, and how I do my bills, what works for me is I use one account it's a totally different bank. I use one bank for my rent. One bank for my rent payments only comes out of that account. And then I have another bank where I have 3 accounts with that one bank. With the second bank, I have 3 accounts. I have 2 checking accounts and I have a savings account with that bank. One of the checking accounts, I pay only my car notes and my car insurances on that account. The second checking account, I the second checking account, I pay cell phone, utilities, internet, out of that one, and then savings account, of course, savings account. And then for my, I have another card. It's like a prepaid card. What I do for that one, but it's through a bank. But what I do with that one is, it's like you know how like you do the, not line of credit. It's not a line of credit. It's like when you do like a unsecured, I mean a secure. I think it's a secure bank card or something. But anyway, you put your own money on that card and use it like a credit card. So with that card, what I do is I pay off my credit cards with that card. So what I do is I put certain amounts of money in each account every month, and then what I have left over is goes into the savings account. So what I typically do is I will oh, and also the separate card that I use for like my to pay off my credit cards, that's like my also my miscellaneous account as well. So that's how I do that. And then um it's just I kind of budget it that way, and that works for me, because I found out that I have to be very strategic and very intentional on how I use my money. Otherwise, if I just have everything in one account and everything's coming out of that one account, yeah, no, that doesn't work for me. I've learned that's just not, that doesn't work for me. So I've learned I'd rather have several different banks with different bank accounts and have everything kind of assigned to each account for certain things. So, and of course, you're like, well, what do you put on your credit cards? Usually, it's like my like groceries, gas, stuff like that. And of course, to do miscellaneous things, maintenance on the vehicles and all the things. It just depends. I have 2 major credit cards, and then I have like credit cards for like Ulta, Sephora, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and that little cluster of these companies: TJ Maxx, Marshalls, HomeSense, Home Goods. That. So nothing too crazy. I like to keep everything kind of like, I don't want a whole bunch of different stuff. It'll be harder for me to keep up with. So, all right. So I'm rambling. So what we're gonna do is, what you're gonna find me do a lot. Today is one of my better days, and so I tend to talk a little bit more on my better days, because as you saw on the previous clip, I guess it'll be the day before. Yesterday was not the best day for me when I woke up, right? I woke up and it wasn't the best day. I woke up, I was kind of like in a funk, and I truly believe the reason I was kind of having a bad day, or what kind of contributed to me starting the day like that, is because of my space, my physical space. It contributed. I was already feeling away, but with my space being the way that it looked, that definitely contributed to me feeling worse. So when I first woke up, I really didn't feel like doing anything, but then as I looked around, I was like, I want to start to feel better for that day. So what I did was, I just started cleaning up. I did a whole reset. Like I said, I always feel like a reset doesn't have to be one day out of the week. It doesn't have to be one day out of the month. A reset can be every day if you want it to be, if you have the time. It can be several times a week. If it's whatever you need to help pull you out of whatever negative space, or not necessarily a negative space, to pull you out of a less than positive space, or a less desirable space you want to be in. The reset is for that. It's just what it is. It's a reset. It's resetting your mind. It's resetting your body, your spirit, your soul. And so I feel like resets are very important, and I can go on a whole tangent about or a whole rant about how when you're going through something and you just don't have a lot of days are just you feel down, you feel low, and what grinds my gears is like when you have a good day or a couple of good days, specifically if you're under some type of therapy or whatever, you have a couple of good days and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're better, you're fine, you're okay. No, I had a good day. Like, that's progress, but that doesn't mean that all is well. um and so I dislike is I dislike when people try to make it seem like because you have a good when you're going through something, say for instance if you're suffering from depression or anxiety or any type of mental health situation or issue or topic, I don't like when you're going through something, then you have a good day, and then people look at you and try to judge you like, oh well, she's fine or he's fine. They seem fine. They seem okay. I saw them laughing. I saw them dancing. I saw them smiling, whatever, having a good time. Like, it's a moment, you know. And I just feel like people need to. I feel like people need to give grace and show a little bit more grace toward people when if people are saying they're going through something, believe them and just be there for them and be supportive. And if you feel like you can't do that, or if you feel like when someone tell you they're going through something mentally and you can't believe them or you can't support them, just remove yourself. Do that person a favor and just remove yourself, because the last thing someone needs when they're going through something is you adding to it. So um yeah, so I would just say if you're that person that can't quite grasp the concept of when someone's going through something, you can't quite be that supportive, whether it's friend, significant other, family member, just go ahead and remove yourself. Do yourself, really do them a favor and do yourself a favor and just remove yourself, because that's the last thing a person needs. Why I say that, or how do I know? Because I live it. I've lived it from experience. So I don't know how I even landed that plane there, but but we'll talk a whole lot about that throughout my channel. So that's basically what my channel is about. I mean, I'm going to build a community where we're just authentic. We're authentic with ourselves first, and then we're authentic with everyone else around us. Um, and that's just the real of it, and that's what my channel is about. Like, the things that I've been posting is like, it's real time, like it's real. And there's a lot of things that go on that you don't quite know about yet, but you will know. So like I said, this is just my first vlog, and so I don't want to just dive into the meat and potatoes of the first vlog, but that's just the overview. Like, it's wellness. My channel is about community, coming together, supporting one another, encouraging one another authentically. My channel is not gonna always be aesthetics. Okay, it's gonna be messy sometimes. It's gonna be ugly sometimes. It's gonna be disorganized sometimes, and then other times it may be a little aesthetic. It may be pretty to look at, or it may be organized. But that's the real of it. That's life. That's my life. So sometimes it may be chaotic. Sometimes it may not. So today, like I said, is a good day. Today I'm having a good day mentally. Mentally, I'm having a great day. And I'd be doggone if I allow anyone to mess up my good day. This is a great day, right? So sometimes you have to remove yourself out of places and situations if it's not serving you any good. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. If it's not serving you, just remove yourself. If it doesn't remove itself from you, remove yourself from it. Is it scary? Yes. Is it worth it? absolutely, yes, it's worth it. So that's my journey right now, like real time right now. I found myself in a situation where it was just toxic for me. It was unbearable for me. It had become unbearable for me to the point where it literally, physically, and mentally affected me. Chest pains, heart palpitations, migraines, neck stiffness, back pain. I mean, just, you know, it was just too much. It was too much. So that last chest pain on a certain day, I said, nope, because I be doggone. Let me tell you something. In a lot of situations, you will be replaced before your loved ones can say, oh my God, what happened? You'll be replaced just that quick in a lot of situations. So when I had that last chest pain, I said, nope, it's time for Belinda to take a break, and it's time for Belinda to focus on Belinda. So for these past 3 months, I've just really been focusing on my mental health, and I don't feel like, or I feel like that's not embarrassing. Okay, so I had to stop recording in my car because my phone got hot. That's never happened before, but I'm just leaving Ulta, and now I am headed to get my nails done. So much better. They look so much better. I got lotion all in. That's the only thing about putting on lotion when you're there. It gets stuck in the crevices or whatever. But I just went with kind of like this little neutral pinky color. I was gonna go with something orange, something bright, but I usually kind of, if I go bright, then the next time I get my nails done, I go a little neutral. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And sometimes I just kind of like go back and forth like that. But let me show you what I was gonna get. I was going to get something like this. I was gonna get something like this, but this color was gonna be more of not so bright, but the orange was gonna, it was gonna go more with my skin tone. And then this nail right here was gonna be the same color, and then this was gonna be the ring finger was gonna be the only finger with the design, the only nail with the design. But I decided to go with just something neutral. So that's done. I had to wait a while before my nail tech could get to me, but they were packed, man, like packed. So I am at Smoothie King about to get a smoothie for me and my mini-me. And so I went to Walmart. So this is what I ended up doing, because you listen, I was back and forth. So this is what I ended up doing today. So what I did was I went to Marshall's, and then I went to Ulta, then I went and got my nails done, then I attempted to go to Sephora, but that was a no-go. Ran over to Walmart, grabbed some items from Walmart, and now I'm here at Smoothie King and headed home. And I think that's gonna wrap up the evening as far as like running errands and going to the store and everything. I don't think anything's gonna change outside of that unless I get home and remember something that I need that I can't wait until tomorrow to get. So on tomorrow's agenda, hopefully I'm feeling up to it, but on tomorrow's agenda I'm gonna get the car detailed and Sephora, because there's some things at Sephora that I really want to try. So, but we're gonna figure the rest of the today out. It's 7 o'clock right now, Central Time. 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Today is, did I speak to y'all? Did I say hello to y'all this morning? If I didn't, hello. Today is Friday. Today is Friday, June. I was going to say May. Today is Friday, June 11th. I think it's June 11th. So, all right, I'll see y'all in a bit before I start another rant, because I'm feeling pretty good today. I will rant, so I'm not gonna rant. So I will see y'all after I get home, when I'm winding down and everything. Hello, happy Saturday. I want to apologize because I just dropped y'all off yesterday, and it's another day. It's a brand new day. I didn't get a chance to finish everything that I needed to finish on yesterday, so I'm actually going to finish up today. So today, I'm going to Sephora, and back to Marshall's because I forgot my eucalyptus for my shower in my bathroom. So I'll be going to Sephora first. I'm at the mall right now, and so I'm just gonna be in and out, and then Marshalls or TJ Maxx for my or Home Goods, whichever one I stumble upon first in this area, because there's a lot of different places in this area. So whichever one I come across first, that's where I'll go. But definitely gonna go to Sephora. I was gonna get my car washed today, but it looks like it's going to rain. At least the inside will be done though, right? So I am going to do that, and then I guess I'll pick you guys back up, and then we'll have like a sit down chit chat, just kind of just have a chit chat, just sit down, have some raw conversation, and I mean, I would love to like kind of have some dialogue going in the comments, and just being supportive of one another, encouraging of one another, and kind of just go from there. Yeah, I want y'all to know I was just yapping away and was not even recording. It just was not recording. I said so much. I said so much. Oh, I tell you, but it's okay. I finished the day as far as like running errands. I started really late today. I was up super early, but I just started my day pretty late. So I think what I'll do is I'm still gonna have my sit down chit chat with you. It's gonna take me a little minute because I have dinner, so I have to eat dinner. I skipped lunch, not on purpose, but lunch was skipped, and I have dinner, so I'm gonna have to eat first, and then I'm gonna sit down with you all, have a chit chat with you. Good evening. Good evening. Go ahead and grab you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea so we can have a coffee with Belinda evening, or a tea with Belinda. Earlier today, I was just trying to figure out what it is I wanted to have a sit down with you about, or I wanted to just sit down and have a conversation, a real conversation with you, just to let you know where I am in life, how I'm feeling as of late, and just to kind of give you an overview of what's to come in the future for Authentically Belinda. So the channel is going to be exactly that. It's just Belinda, me, just authentically, just real life, resets, rebuilding, starting over, money situations, money moves, all the things. Okay. The main thing is I just wanted a platform where people of like can gather together and support one another, and just kind of communicate effectively and authentically with one another, just so we can have someone to lean on. Sometimes strangers are the best support system. I want to be honest with you and just let you know that life has really been moving fast for me lately. Sometimes it's very slow, but here lately it's been pretty fast. And I've realized that I just needed to have a sit down with you and just have a real conversation to let you in, just so you can know a little bit about me, and also what the future is for the Authentically Belinda channel. So yeah, so if you want to grab your coffee or your tea or whatever you're sipping on, maybe a glass of wine, I don't know, and just check in. So I have my cup of coffee right here, so I'll be drinking coffee and kind of sipping through coffee, and it's decaf because like right now it's later in the evening, so I do have my decaf coffee, and it's a pretty small mug, so I'll be sipping on that. And then, like I said, I have my notes in front of me, just to kind of go through the overview of kind of the flow of how I wanted to have the conversation. And I may end up going off topic from time to time, which is okay too, because I just feel like that it may be something important for you to hear or to know. So I first want to just thank you all for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your day or evening or out of your busy schedule just to kind of check in and check the channel out. So thank you for that. And if you're just starting to kind of, because this would be my third video, I think. So my channel is very, very, very new. So I know that as time goes by, the channel is probably going to pick up. So as of right now, though, if you have just started to follow my journey, then just if you haven't looked at my shorts or my previous 2 videos, I encourage you to do so, and I would love for you to share, comment, and like. Let's just start our community. This is a safe place. I want this to be a safe place, and I want this to be a no judgment platform as well. Now, that's not to say that I don't welcome advice or constructive criticism. I welcome that. I would love for this to be a negative free zone, and I know that that's probably close to impossible. However, from my lips to your ears, I would love to keep things respectful on the channel. I always want to make sure I honor other people's feelings on here. So just be mindful of your reactions or your comments or your advice or opinions in the comments. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how your week has been going. I want to know what's one thing that you can truly say you're proud of yourself for doing this week. And also just kind of check in and let me know something that you're currently working through. You don't have to give too much details or too many details, but just enough to kind of allow me and others to chime in, uplift you, encourage you, build you up, just be of encouragement and support to you. Okay, so I would love for you to answer those questions in the comments, and then we can kind of get a conversation going, two-way conversation going. Okay, so as far as my personal life update, something I've learned lately is that honestly, no one's opinion of what you're going through matters. Their opinion does not matter. So people are always going to have something to say, even if you're on the right path, you're doing everything perfectly or perfectly. Someone will always have something to say. So to that, I just say you have to block out the noise, and regardless of what you're going through, only how you feel matters, not what someone else. So that's what I've learned here lately, is that regardless, no one else's opinion really matters. Negative. Let me be specific. No one's negative opinion matters. Now, if it's a positive opinion, cool. If it's a supportive opinion, awesome. But anything lacking of that, It doesn't matter. Like we don't need any negativity. Okay, we don't need anything that's less than helping us on our journey. So that's one thing I've learned, or something I've learned here of lately. And a recent challenge for me lately has been just being open about how I feel, what I think, and relaying that in the most appropriate way. So I am a person who's used to suffering in silence until my pot boils over. Once my pot boils over, it's a lot to simmer down. So I have had to learn here lately, I've had to learn to just ask for help. That's the first thing. Also, I have two really close friends that I share my emotions and thoughts and feelings with. Both are truly good friends, and they are near and dear to my heart. And so I've learned to really just pour into them, because at the end of the day, I know that they have my best interests at heart. I know that they pray for me. I know that they lift me up. I know that I'm on their minds, and I'm thought of. So those are, that is one challenge that I am overcoming, and it's just in plain language, I'm overcoming being a suffering in silence. So I've learned to open up and just be real and raw with how I feel and my emotions, and it helps. So I commend myself for that, because like I said, it's been tough. You go through so many things, and it compounds, right? It's just one thing after another, after another, after another, and it builds up, and then it gets to a point to where you explode, right? If not, it's like your lid is on so tight to where there's no outlet. So then what happens is your body starts to be affected, your mind starts to be affected, your spirit begins to be affected, because there's no escape for all that stuff and chaos to go. So it's all kind of, if that makes sense. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but if that makes sense, basically, we have to learn to not allow ourselves to boil over or to explode. We have to learn to find someone that we truly trust, who have our best interests at heart, who supports us, encourages us. Now, not an enabler. I'm not talking about someone who's going to enable. I'm talking about someone who is going to truly be honest, open and honest with you, and you know that regardless of what they're telling you, they have your best interest at heart, and they is all out of love and sincerity and care. Okay, so a recent win for me has been, let's see, a recent win for me. What's been a recent win for you? I'm gonna think about a recent win for me. I guess putting myself first. Finally, finally, literally, I tend to take care of Belinda last. I'm talking about to the point to where everybody, everything comes first. I want to make sure everybody's taken care of. I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can for everyone else, and then whatever crumbs I have left over, then that I would deal with it. Here lately, I've been putting Belinda first, which is why I'm on the journey and the path that I'm on now, because I had an aha moment where my health was being affected. My health and my mental health or my mental wellness was being affected. And I said, okay, no more. It's time to put Belinda first. And that's a win-win for me. So that's my win here of recent, and I'm proud of that because at first it felt strange, it felt selfish, it felt it just felt foreign. But then I had to look at it in a different way. I had to look at it from a different perspective. How can I be of service to someone else if I don't have anything to give? Like, I literally was just pouring from an empty cup. I was pouring from an empty cup. And honestly, when I think about it, there was nothing left for me. I had myself fooled for a very long time, thinking that I was, I had something to kind of like for me, but I didn't. So a mindset shift that's helping me is, here again, that kind of bleeds back into what I was just saying, as far as like putting me first and putting my well-being first. It's not a act of selfishness. I feel like we all need to pour into ourselves so that we can be the best, be the best self for us and others. Like, we have to learn how to take care of us so that we can be of value to others, if that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about burnout, right? So a lot of times we have so much on our plates that we get burned out. And I just truly want to say from the bottom of my heart that burnout is not a win. Burnout is not an accomplishment. Burnout is not something that you should or we should be celebrating. And I think we've kind of lied to ourselves for so long, just saying, hey, if I do, go. And then at the end of the day, you burn down. It's like, okay, yeah, yay me, I did that. No, that's not a win. You're not doing anything for yourself but tearing yourself down little by little. And then your body and your mind start giving you little signs, little subtle signs, whether it's backache, neck pain, headaches, just little aches here, aches there, swelling up, or inflammation in the body, or your eyesight, or anything, right? Your body starts to kind of say, hey, I'm giving you this little warning. You need to chill out. You need to slow down. You need to calm yourself. And then after we keep pushing, and we're ignoring the signs, then your body starts giving you a little bit more of a nudge, right? So then you'll start having chest pains, migraines, heart palpitations, and then you start kind of have waves of depression, have waves of anxiety, and your body is then under attack. So burnout is not something to be celebrated. I feel like the moment that you feel yourself tiring out, take a break, slow down. And there's nothing absolutely wrong with that. People make it seem like it's so wrong to take care of yourself. Why can't I take care of me? Why can't you take care of you? Why is that so wrong? I feel like society has made it that way, and it shouldn't be that way. We should have total access to everything we need without judgment and without any type of just the questioning, like it's something that's like you're doing something wrong. I think when you're finally making a decision to take care of you, I think that should be encouraged. I think that should be supported, but unfortunately in a lot of cases it's not. And I think that we do need to take better care of ourselves. It, we just do. I want to live a long, healthy life. And if there's one thing in my life that's not contributing to that, I don't want it there. I don't want it there. Uh, it's gotta go, and that's where I am in life now. If it doesn't serve me like I'm serving it, it's gotta go. There's no room. I don't have the capacity. I'm over it. I'm 49 years old. I don't have time to continue babysitting toxicity and stress and disrespect and just the talking down on, like, I don't I it's Belinda season. Authentically, it's Belinda season, and Belinda is gonna pour into Belinda. That's where I am in life right now, and I don't feel guilty about it, and I don't care what anyone has to say. I'm taking care of my mental health and my mental wellness, and I'm taking care of my physical health. Okay, it comes to a point where when your body gives you such a strong signal of, hey, I said you need to slow down, it's scary. It's scary. You don't know if that's your, when you start saying, God, please not now, God, not like this, that's, you need to wake up. Okay, and that's where I was. I literally had such strong chest pains. That last chest pain, I was like, you know what, enough is enough. I gotta slow down. I gotta just take a break. I gotta take care of Belinda. I'm not gonna, no, no. It's a no for me. Okay, so Belinda's gonna take care of Belinda. Belinda's gonna put Belinda first, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. End of story. You shouldn't feel guilty. I shouldn't feel guilty. Okay. Don't let anyone try to manipulate you into thinking you're wrong for wanting to take time out for yourself or to take a break. It's okay to take a break. And if you're in a position or around someone or something that's making you feel like it's not okay to take a break, release it. Release it. Release it. Don't release it. You know? In the comments, I would love for you to tell me what you are letting go of in life right now. Like, we're in mid-June, right? But we're going to pretend like it's the beginning of the year. Like, almost like a New Year's resolution. But this isn't a New Year's resolution. This is just a new day resolution, okay? So a new day resolution. Make that a thing. You know what? This is going to be a new day resolution. This is what I'm letting go of. I'm not bringing so and so from yesterday into today. Say that to yourself in the mornings. If you need to release something negative, or if you had a bad day, whatever that was, don't take it into the next day. That's a whole new day to do things differently. That's a whole new day to get things right. That's a whole new day to start over. That's a whole new day to reset. Okay? You don't have to wait till the first of the month. You don't have to wait till the first of the year. Every day is a brand new chance, or a new chance to just get it right or let it go. Start over. And it's okay. You can start over as many times as you need to. Because the thing about it is, when you continuously starting over, that's not a sign of failure. That's a sign of you're becoming wiser. You should be becoming wiser. Why? Because with every start over or restart, you're learning something from the previous. Okay? You should be learning a lesson from each time. So for instance, if you're bad with money management, right? And you're continuously having to start over because you have bad financial habits. From your second, from the first restart, you should know that, okay, I know that I can't mix my entertainment and pleasure money with my business money, meaning your household bills or your responsibilities, right? I can't mix my responsibility money with my play money. So what do I need to do? Maybe I need to have two separate banks. This bank is for my business, for my my grown-up adult responsibilities, and then this bank account over here, or this bank that over here is, or bank account, this bank account over here is for my play money, for my entertainment, for my miscellaneous whatever, right? And let's say, oops, I gotta start over again. Okay, no problem. So this bank over here is for my grown-up stuff, but I have two accounts over here at this bank. I have one account for my mortgage. I have another account for my auto stuff, auto insurance, car notes. But then over here I have my play money. But then I have another account because that account is going to be for my credit card payments, right? Okay. So however that looks, just make sure that when you have to start over, when you have to start over, just make sure you're not doing the exact same thing that landed you there in the first place. You gotta be doing something different. You gotta try something different. So just make sure that when you're going from season to season and you find yourself on repeat and it's like, oh my God, I'm going through this again. Oh my God, I'm going through this again. You're not failing if you're doing something different each time, because guess what? At some point, it's going to all come together and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, finally. And it's going to feel like suddenly. It's going to feel like suddenly, but it's not going to be suddenly because you had to put in work. So you're going to become wiser with every time you have to start over. So you're going to become wiser. So I want to know what you're going to let go of, or what you're learning to let go of. It doesn't have to be financial. Excuse me. It could be a relationship, a friendship, a bad habit, any of those things. It can be you're letting go of self-sabotage. It can be you're letting go of past hurt, of trauma. What is it that you're letting go of? I want to know that in the comments. Okay, so like right now, I just like what's helping me right now is of course, my favorite self-care routine is so I'm a shower and a bath girly. Like in the mornings, I have to take a shower. You know, it wakes me up. It kind of like it refreshes me, and I don't rush my showers, right? But in the evening times, I have to take a bath. I have to take me a hot bubble bath with my candle, and either I'm gonna have soft music playing in the back, or I'm gonna have my little Kindle on the edge of, is it Kindle? Yeah, my little tablet at the edge of the tub, and I'm watching some type of show. During that time, that is my wind down, decompress. Don't bother me. Don't. I just want to be in my zone. Okay. I'll chat while I'm in there, but it's always good conversation, right? So, for me, I am. That helps me a lot because I have my best conversations with myself while I'm relaxing in the tub in the evening time. So that's what I do. And then something else that's starting to help me is just learning how to put my emotions first and consider myself and allowing grace. Like I allow myself grace. I give myself grace. I show myself grace. So that has been helping me a lot because I can be pretty hard on myself, and I'm really learning to just not be so hard on myself and to let myself know that it's okay. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Whatever hardship you're going through, or whatever you're going through, whatever season you're in, to where you feel like maybe you're under attack or you feel like you just can't get it right, I want to encourage you to tell yourself, first I want you to take a deep breath in and out and just say, it's okay. Even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment, because guess what, at the end of the day, it's going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Just focus on the moment and not the outcome, because you really don't know what the outcome is going to be. I used to find myself worrying sick over situations, and the situation would work out. So I worried myself for no reason at all. Let go of that worry. Stress kills. It's a silent killer. And they don't call it that for no reason at all. There's a reason why they call it a silent killer. So take care of yourselves. And Belinda would be doing the same. So in the coming weeks, I'm going to start kind of having little sit down chit chats a little bit more often. I'm going to try to make them as cohesive and as structured and outlined as possible, without rambling. But I feel like the more I kind of get used to sitting down and talking to you, the better my chit chats will be. So I'm hoping, even with this one, I'm hoping that you're, if it's just one thing that I said that's going to help you or shed light, I feel like that's a win. I feel like I'm doing what I'm here to do. I just feel like I want to be able to help, and I want to just kind of share experiences and just be of value to you. You know, that's what I want to be. So I'm gonna just kind of show up for you, and I'm gonna be talking more about resetting and creating healthy boundaries and healthy routines and just slowing down. I want to also share just rebuilding or building a life that is going to feel aligned and peaceful for all of us. Okay, so we're going to work through that together. And then if no one has told you lately, or if you haven't heard it in a while, I just want to let you know that there is someone out there who's thinking of you, who loves you, even if you're not hearing from them. There's someone out there who loves you. And if they don't, I do. How about that? I love you. I love you. I care. I want us to become a strong community. I want us to be our best supporters and our biggest cheerleaders for one another. Okay, that's my goal. That's what I would love to have come out of this channel. So just continue to show up. Continue to show up for yourself, and I'm going to do the same. And life isn't about having everything figured out. It's about taking the next step and taking it one day at a time, and just, you know, it's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it certainly doesn't have to be pretty. So don't believe the hype. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure that you're just taking it one day at a time. And if one day at a time is too much for you, take it 1 hour at a time. Take it by the second. You know, take it by the minute if you have to. There's no set pace. You know, when it comes to you, it's all individual. Okay, so. Just leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing, and be honest. And I'm going to try my very best as my channel grows. I'm going to do my very best to read and reply to each and every comment, even if I have to take like a full day of just reading and responding to comments, like just dedicating a full day to do that. I'm going to do that. So I do want us to be a close-knit channel, and I want us to be just close. Like, I want this to be different. I want this to feel different for you. Until next time, or actually, yeah, I'm gonna vlog tomorrow, so I'll have some things tomorrow. I'm not sure. I don't really have anything planned, but I'm gonna, if I go anywhere, or even if I'm just kind of relaxing at home, I'm gonna just have you to take a look at that and be with me. And if you have any questions for me, please let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to engage. And I want you to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Look, my coffee is probably, no, it's still hot. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your night or your evening or your day or your morning whenever you're seeing this. And then I will see you all tomorrow. So have a good night, okay? Bye.